Absolutely. So since we only have 10 minutes, I'm going to just fast forward to the main parts, which is
Okay.
basically where I'm at today
Okay.
and, and where I've been maybe the last 10 years, So born and raised in Orlando, Florida, and went to grade school, high school, and college here. I graduated from UCF with an ad PR degree. I've run multiple businesses, a newspaper business, a frozen yogurt business, a publishing business, a professional speaking business, and a real estate business. But my biggest passion is the event business. So, as you may know, because we've known each other for a few years, growing up, your dad and I becoming friends, right? And your mom too, is that I have a passion for bringing people together and showing them a good time. So 20 years ago, when I was 22, I ended up in the hospital. I almost died of pneumonia. And that was like the turning point of my life at 22 years old. So I'll be able to tell you what I wish I changed or did differently at 17, 18. So kids that age don't end up like I did at 22, and then how they can be successful from 22 on, right? So got really sick, and luckily for my parents and doctors and praying to God and everything like that, I survived. That was in 2000. In 2010, I started my event company called I'm in Events, and I put together a small local charity event called Black and White Weekend. But at that point, it was just a black and white party. There was no charity involved. And the first year we had 100 people come out, and we had 10 people stay the night in the hotel. Fast forward 10 years later, 2019, we celebrated our 10-year anniversary of Black and White Weekend for Base Camp Children's Cancer Foundation, because in year 3, I added a local small charity which helps support kids battling cancer in the hospitals. Then, as we all know, COVID hit in 2020, and we were supposed to do it for an 11th time, but it got pushed back twice. But I'm happy and honored to say that we never quit, and we followed all the rules and what we were supposed to do and not do. And we ended up being the first major charity event in the entire nation to safely and successfully host Black and White Weekend in 2021 in May. Now you're starting to see the events come back, because people are getting vaccinated more, and we're more aware of what's going on in the world. But, we like to brag that we were the first to pull it off. So I have a passion for events. I do real estate. And I'm really big into fitness too. That's one thing I didn't do when I was younger. I really wasn't taking care of myself or my health, because, at your age and at my age at 22, we think we're invincible. And people at 40 and 50 still think they're invincible, but nobody's invincible. So, and I think COVID taught that to a lot of people. It doesn't matter if you make $1 million, you make $100 a week. We're all on the same playing field. We're all human beings, and we all should be there to support each other and love each other.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I went to the Sunday, I believe, the pool party in May.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that was such a blast. It was such a great event. And that was just kind of the after party of the entire weekend. How was it kind of getting back? What were some of the feelings, some of the thoughts going through your brain as, we took this entire year off from just events in general?
That's a great question. Well, first of all, I'm really happy you came to the pool party, because the pool party is open to all ages, family, and kids. Unfortunately, Black and White is only 21 and up, but you got 3 more years left, and then you're going to come with us. So that's all.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, it's a very strict policy, but with the 21 and up. But of course, you're always welcome on Sunday to the pool party till we hit your 21st birthday, and I'm sure I'll be there to celebrate with you. What was it like? It was incredible. Imagine doing something for 10 years, not just me, but everyone in the world doing what they love for 10 years, and then having it taken away from you, and then still keeping it together mentally and physically, and having a team of friends and family in place to cheer you on and root you on and support you. Okay. So it got pushed back. It really sucked. And then we pushed it to October. And then 10 days before October is when they started opening things back up again, but things were still really bad. So we made the decision to push it back once again to May of this year, May 15 of 2021. What was it like? It was incredible. We operated at half capacity. Normally we have 1,000 people. We have 562. And what's interesting is everyone was just so happy to be there, and so happy to be able to dress up and see everybody again, almost for the first time in literally 2 years, right? we were the first to host this event, and it was all weekend long. And, at the time we followed all the rules with the masking and the hand sanitizing and the temperature checks and everything like that. So we really focused on making sure everyone knew that we were doing our part to keep everybody safe. And I'm happy to say we raised over $20,000 for beta. And
wow, congrats.
thank you. And 2 weeks went by and not a single issue came out of that in terms of anyone getting sick or hurt. So
That's incredible.
yeah, again, that's a proud moment, but I couldn't have done it without myself, my sponsors, your dad supporting me too, and buying tickets and coming, bringing you to the pool party, having the charity there to check everybody in. And it was really a good team family effort. And it's an awesome feeling.
That's amazing. I would love for you to share just kind of a quick minute or two of what people can expect at a black and white party, because maybe they don't really understand what you're doing. And it's really a fun event. I've seen a lot of videos. Obviously, I can't attend myself, but I've seen and I've heard some really great things.
That's awesome. So basically what it is, really simply put, is 1,000 people dressed as nice as they can dress in black and or white colors. And when they get to the venue, which is the Rosen Plaza Hotel, it's an indoor dance party and an outdoor networking party. Okay. So you get the best of both worlds. And there's a lot of entertainment. There's music inside, music outside. We got go-go dancers, stilt walkers. We've got a silent auction. We've got art outside. We've got raffle ticket sales, but the main premise behind it is twofold. One, the money from the tickets, the sponsorships, the online donations, and the silent auction goes towards Base Camp Children's Cancer Foundation, where we fund all the kids' programming over the course of a year. And then just as important, especially now, with, getting through this COVID era, is continuing to create memories and bringing people together and showing them a good time, because as I know, you just never know when your time is up. And I want to make sure that my time is well spent with everybody I know and love and that supports me.
That's incredible. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing a few minutes with me. You have so much amazing things to share. So it's a shame we only have 10 minutes. And I've always loved listening and hearing from you over the past few years. You've spoken at a few of my dad's events, and I'm always floored by every time you speak.
Thank you. So let me end with this, because I didn't answer that question. Your question was, what would I tell my 17-year-old, 18-year-old self, which literally took me until I turned 40 years old to learn that, is you, yourself, and everyone you know should not care about what anyone thinks of them, okay? As long as you're doing good and you're making your parents proud and you're working hard and you're doing everything right, I like to call it like by the book, everything is on the up and up and you're very transparent of who you are and what you do. That is the biggest thing. So I always used to worry and care about what everyone thought of me or what they said about me behind my back. And now I'm so confident in myself and what I've accomplished with my family and friends and my team. I mean, after 20 years, it's like, okay, what else is there to prove? You've already proved it. So why am I going to worry if one or two people out of thousands say something, different about your unique? It's one thing if it's true, but if it's not, you just got to let it go,
Yeah.
That is really my biggest advice, is not to worry so much what other people think, just worry about yourself. And then
Definitely.
take care of your health, because you may be 17, 18 now, but if you don't take care of yourself now, you're going to pay for it when you're 40, 50, and 60, if you even make it that far, and we're all lucky to be here. I'd say it's a blessing to be alive today, so make the most of it.
Of course, that is a great message. And yeah, I think not caring what other people think is a huge thing, especially on social media. It's really easy to get into your head and worry about, oh, do I have as many likes as this other person? Am I getting enough attraction on this, this and that? Oh, they look like they're having so much fun in their life and I'm not. So I think that's a really, really important message that a lot of people have been stressing. And I think that is why it's the number one kind of thing that I've always told other people too.
Awesome. And last thing, I know you're recording this and I told you can share it. If it's okay with you, I'm going to take a photo of us.
Okay.
And I share it too, if I get a chance to.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Look straight ahead and smile. This is what I do with my committee as well. I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Awesome. Great. Well, thank you so much for the time today. It was such a pleasure.
You're welcome. Finally, I was able to do it. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay.